We'll now be joined by the 2012 Newark Star Ledger Offensive Player of the Year. Just signed aboard with Temple yesterday as the Temple Owls have a new quarterback, and that's number 11 state champion P.J. Walker. P.J., it's your friends Zach Gelb, John Henry, and Haley Condon. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. And yesterday we had on a teammate of yours, and he was talking about the swag dance. And do you have any kind of dances in particular when you score a touchdown? This was your defensive tackle, by the way, newly acquired defensive tackle for the Temple Owls, and Tyler Haddock. Do you have any kind of dances when you score in the end zone?
No dances. I'm going to just get a ball back to the referee, act like I'm in there.
Well, you were initially recruited by Steve Adagio, and then Matt Rule came in here and he got the job. What was different from Adagio to Rule, and why did you decide to stay with your word and come back to Temple University?
Oh yeah, I said the way Coach Rule introduced himself to me, and the way he just said that he thought about the game, and he said the way he wanted to be ran in the offensive style. I mean, it was my type of style of offense. I mean, I wasn't going to sit there and I wasn't going to decommit about it. I was just going to stick it out. And I love Coach Rule as a person. I like his personality a lot.
What was that moment like yesterday when you finally put your name on that piece of paper and sent it in and you're going to Temple University?
It was the greatest feeling. One of the greatest feelings in the world besides winning the state championship. I mean, I was so excited yesterday morning. I couldn't go to sleep the night before. And I was waiting for the time to come. Once it was 7 o'clock, around 7:01, I signed that paper and I faxed it off. I was a big release, a big stress relief just fell off my shoulders.
So, PJ, coming over to Temple now, you're going to be in this offensive set. Are you going to be more of like a running type guy or a passing type guy, or mixture, a combination? I mean, what kind of an offense do you normally run? Are you like, what are you more comfortable with, or are you like a combination of both, or what?
I'm a combination of both, but I like to throw the ball more than what people think. I'm much more of a passer than a runner. But when things break down, I mean, I have no problem on running the ball at all. No problem.
Okay, yeah, I kind of looked you up on YouTube a little bit, watching a couple of your videos from high school, and I saw that looks like you got an outstanding arm. Do you think, obviously, that's probably going to translate over to college now, but are you going to rely on your arm a lot? I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna rely on my arm more than my legs, to be honest. I mean, at the college level, the speed is different, so I'm gonna rely on my arm a lot more. I know they have to make harder passes at the college level because the window is much tighter. They're throwing the ball more.
Who's that one quarterback, if you look at the professionals right now, because your style of play, you're a dual-threat quarterback. You could burn people with your arm, you could burn people with your legs, and that was evident by the state championship that you won this year and the performance you had in that game with the incredible job that you did. If you had to take one quarterback right now in the NFL, because we see guys like Russell Wilson, RG3, and even Colin Kaepernick, who just played in the Super Bowl, they're running the football now as well as throwing the ball. Who's that one quarterback that you model your game after?
I'm a big Cam Newton fan, a big one, to be honest with you. I'm a big Cam Newton fan. Love his style of game. Like the way he throw the ball, like the way he run. He's a very, very physical guy, and that fits my type of style of play.
It's funny that you say Cam Newton, because I was watching your films the other day, and I looked at you and I said, hey, it looks just like Cam Newton, so that's going to be a big thing for the Temple Owls. But right now, give me the positives and the negatives of your game. What are some things that you really love about your game, and what are some things you need to improve on?
The one thing I really love about my game is the way I can throw the ball and the way I'm open-minded, and I take in a lot of coaching and a lot of credit and everything. I mean, I love to learn. I love to learn more new things. I love to be in the film room. I love to study the game. I'm not just a person that's going to play the game. I study the game as much as I play it.
We're talking to P.J. Walker, new recruit for the Temple Owls, just signed on yesterday, the 2012 Newark Star Ledger Offensive Player of the Year, won a state championship. How much pressure do you think was on you going into your senior year to win a state championship? Because I know the year before you guys came up very close.
It was a lot of pressure. It was a lot of pressure because the media and everybody wasn't expecting nothing less, and neither was my teammates around me. They wasn't expecting nothing less. So the pressure every week to go out there and play to our highest ability every game. It was hard, but we did it. We overcame it. We played together as a team, and we accomplished something that hasn't been accomplished in a while. That's an undefeated season.
People on campus, they're exuberant. Everyone's talking about you, P.J. Walker, P.J. Walker, P.J. Walker. Everyone's pumped up to see you come in there, and Temple's really looking for you to be that next man at quarterback. But the one drive that was the signature drive to me in your career so far was in that state championship game. Your team is down. Take me through that drive and why were you guys successful on that drive?
I mean, we practice a 2-minute drill every day, every week, at least twice a week in practice. And for us to go out there and run the 2 minute and on our own 2-yard line, backed up, I mean, it was very, it was very fun, but it was also a scary moment. And we didn't want to be the team that didn't finish. That was our motto this year, and it was finish. So for us to drive the ball 98 yards into the end zone, we finished. And that's how we looked at it this year. We finished, and that's what we did. That's what we went by since day one in training camp.
Matt Rule was talking about you guys yesterday at the press conference, and when the question came about, is it going to be an open competition? Are you going to have a chance to win that job? He said it was. Do you feel like as a freshman you could come in here and win this quarterback and be the quarterback for the Owls next year?
Yes. I feel as though I can. As I sit down, I talk to my family and my mom, and my coaches and everything. They say don't rush it because they want me to be prepared. Don't rush it. But if it's a hands down, I could do it, and I got the ability to do it. I'm gonna do it. It's not gonna be a rush. It's just that I was ready. I mean, I don't want to be just thrown out there. I know Coach Rule won't just throw me out there. He told me that already. He won't just throw me out there without me being ready. So I look forward to being in training camp, competing for the spot, and I'm just giving my all. And I know for a fact that in my eyes, in my opinion, I will be ready.
P.J. Walker joins us on the hotline, Philly's #1 college radio station, WHIP. Former Temple Owl Rod Streeter will join us at 11:45 today. Talk some National Signing Day yesterday and as well as his rookie season. But, P.J., you also played basketball in high school. How has that helped you become the football player you are today, playing 2 sports in high school?
Oh, it helped me a lot. I got a lot quicker. My stamina-wise was much more higher. I was ready. I was ready more to play football because of basketball.
And you've had some former teammates, whether it was Pee Wee or in high school, join the Temple Owls as well yesterday in Thomas and Pretlow. Tell me a little bit more about those 2 fellas.
Thomas is a great player. Great player. Fast, explosive. One of the fastest kids I've seen in a change of direction game. I mean, he's explosive, and I'm not expecting nothing less than hard work and dedication from him. I mean, he's one dedicated player, and I can get that to him.
And how about Pretlow? Didn't you play against him in Pee Wee?
Yes, played against Pretlow. Great player, strong, physical, fast, explosive, as well as like Jahad. But Jahad Pretlow is just he's a great player. He's the reason why I became so competitive in the sport of football. I mean, playing against him every game or every time we get to play against him, he made me compete because we was 2 of the best in our city. So we came out every game, and we wanted to show people who was better. And at the end of the day, as we both going to Temple, so we still don't know who's better.
PJ, final one here right before we let you go.
Okay.
Their expectations are very high for this football team, and especially you. There's a lot of life around this program moving into the Big East. People are excited, especially to see you come in here, because people think we finally have a quarterback when you look at your work at Elizabeth. Let's go a little bit of advance here. When you're done at Temple University, when you've gone through 4 years here at Temple, what do you want to accomplish the most?
Well, I want to be the first quarterback to put a championship inside that trophy room. That's my main goal.
Is that the feel that you kind of get from Matt Rule when he recruits you as well? Is that what he says? We want to get that championship?
Yes, and he tells me you can be the first quarterback to do it. And I agree with him a lot, 100%. I could be the first quarterback to do it, and I got the opportunity to.
Well, PJ, we appreciate the time. Thanks so much. Great job for joining us today, and let's talk again. Let's talk with you again real soon.
See you, PJ.
Okay.